Hey.
Oh,
What's happening?
freezing.
Freezing.
Oh God, tell me about it. Yeah, it is here too.
Yeah.
You all had a good
like
week?
11 degrees.
Yeah, I mean it's been colder, but not recently.
Yeah, we got really bad, like -3, -4 in the night during there.
Is that Celsius or Fahrenheit?
I have no idea.
I don't know what the UK
Yours is
uses.
totally different. Yeah, it's like 4 below, basically.
Yeah.
Same thing then, probably, right? I don't know. It's
I don't
like
know.
12.
It's weird. Go
I think
on.
it's like 12 degrees here. I don't know what it is there, but
That would probably be fairly warm here, probably.
what is where y'all at, Steve and Dana?
About 11, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, that's crazy. Because Louisiana is a little bit warmer, but it seems about the same right now than y'all.
Yeah. Ugh.
Well, we're supposed to have snow next week, but now they're saying it might divert into France, so I don't know what's going to happen there.
Yeah, you never.
We got a couple of dustings of snow, nothing significant.
Well, snow don't stick here. It ain't sticky. it just,
Yeah,
it just
same
melts
thing.
away, and then we get icy roads and shit. But that's about it.
All right. Well, I guess we'll start off with some recently watched stuff. I guess we go with Dirk first, usually. Oops.
Yeah, man, that's cool.
Steve wants to do the intro again.
Okay. So the first one I watched was the sandwiched in the Black Cat. You know, from Lucio Fulci, the sandwiched in film between what is it, City of Living Dead and House by the Center, or no, Beyond.
Yeah, it was
House by the
like
Center.
80 or something. A lot. I mean, there's a few movies that were released in 1980 that he did.
Black Cat never gets hardly mentioned by anybody. You know, it's a loose adaptation of Poe. Patrick McGee steals the damn screen with his sweaty, jaundice-looking eyes and shit. I don't know, but
Real life jaundice eyes as well, yeah.
yeah, man, he was. You know, he's recording the dead on their tombstones and shit, and you know, Fulci's in the classic. Treating Daniela Doria like shit, like always. She's foaming in the mouth. She gets a foaming in the mouth death, sweating her ass off, naked. But anyway, it's pretty good one, man. The Black Cat. Yeah, it's like watching it this time though. I was like, is the cat the villain, or is Patrick McGee character the villain? There's a big question mark there. So,
Yeah, it's like mind control over the cat, maybe.
yeah, but like in Poe's story, it's the cat is the agent of evil, the spirit of perverseness and shit in the story. So, what do y'all think?
Nah, it's been too long. I haven't seen it in quite a while.
Didn't we watch it together?
Yeah, but I mean that's been years ago. I got the DVD originally when it came out from Anchor Bay,
Yeah,
and then I sold it, and then I bought it again, and I think I still have it somewhere.
okay.
It's like everyone shit on that film when it first, up until I was saying to Dirk last night, up until like 5 years ago, people didn't really mention it. But I think it's Lucio Fulci's kind of like it's Hammer film, if you think about it, like the music, and it's got that Hammer feel.
Right.
So I really like it. Yeah.
You got Mimsy Farmer, David Warbeck, which I know Warbeck didn't get along with Fulci too good. And Fulci pretty much said he was a big old pussy, but whatever.
Yeah. I think he was on about his homosexuality and that. I don't think Fulci was a big, homosexuality guy.
So he mentioned that.
I think so. Yeah, I think that was the reason.
Oh,
I didn't think he was out. Was he out back then?
Oh, maybe not then. Maybe not.
I didn't know that. I just I'd heard that with the scene in the Beyond when Warbeck was handling the pistol. Fulci assured him that it was safe, and he was all like, Fortune considered him being like a big old wussy about it, but I don't know.
They must have got on to a certain degree for him
Yeah.
to, bring
Why
him
would
back.
you keep working with him?
Right.
Unless there was some kind of like, somebody else wanted him with money, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Catriona
But yeah,
McCall
I highly
did work
recommend
on it.
Black Cat. I think Dana, if you've never seen it,
I've seen it, but it's been a while. I think Steve and I watched it together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been too many movies ago for it to keep any record of.
yeah.
But I remember scenes of it, but not the whole story. So it'd be like the first time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I highly recommend.
Go into it thinking of a Hammer film, and then I
Yeah.
think you'll get the most out of it.
Yeah, with the Poe story, twisted. Patrick McGee steals the show. You got, and you got Dagmar Lassender. I guess that's how you say
Dagmar.
it. Yeah. So she's an older Dagmar,
But she's
still
still
good.
hot.
How would you rate the Manhattan Baby?
oh man, no. That's got to be one of the worst Fulci films.
I talked about that.
Do you
with
think?
Uncle
I
Lee.
think that Katerina McCall was going to be in that movie, but I don't really know for sure. But it was like she was going to be in another one of his movies, and it that time period I would have to be Manhattan Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
it's
the
awful.
score. I think
Yeah,
the
I was
score,
gonna say the
score is
music.
amazing.
I had the music before I ever saw the movie from Napster. I connected some guy over in UK and saw all his music, and he had a ton of stuff from Fulci and Argento, and I just downloaded it all.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Manhattan Baby. I know Fulci hated it. He called it a horrible film. So
It's bad, but
Yeah,
it's got
it's not
some
great.
good things in there, so yeah.
yeah, it's horrible. But
It's not as bad as like the Red Monks or Demonia bad.
okay.
But yeah,
I still need to see Massacre Time, and I need to see For the Apocalypse by Fulci.
Well, maybe in the next little bit.
Okay. Yeah, because I ordered that Savage Guns.
Oh, me too. I haven't worked my way in it. I was going to start one. I might start one today. I'm saving that one for a little later though. But there's one
they had a Barnes and Noble
Zabaneri I want to watch.
They had a Barnes and Noble Arrow sale.
Yeah, I saw that.
I got it for 50% off, so I was happy about that. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's hard. Cat in the Brain versus Manhattan Baby. I don't know.
I need to see Cat in the Brain.
Yeah.
Okay,
I just can't finish Cat of the Brain. I tried it twice. I just
Sodom's Ghost. God. We're
I
digging
haven't
them
seen
up.
that either. What the
Yeah.
hell? I know Fulci's got shit tons of films.
Oh yeah, like Door to Silence or whatever it
That
was.
was the one that Dead Pit said was awful, I think.
And then there's a couple other. There's at least one more.
Devil's Honey.
What? I'm sorry.
How about the Devil's Honey?
Well, that's awesome.
That's coming up. That's coming up in my recently watched.
You have a
That's gonna be a
saxophone
fun
sex scene. I mean, come on.
Yeah. You got some sadomasochism.
That film is crazy.
But yeah, so that's the Black Cat. I highly recommend it, man. It never gets talked about, so I figured bring it up a little bit. But then the next one I watched was Forbidden Photos of a Lady Above Suspicion, another Dagmar Lysander. I guess that's how you say her damn name. But her name's Minu or Minnow.
Minu.
Oh,
And she's made to have sadistic sex games with some stranger. Like fucking, he's trying to blackmail her, saying he knows her husband killed somebody, and he's gonna turn his shit over to the cops, and she better get it on with him. And
I actually thought that one was pretty good because didn't you buy that from Wild and Woolly during their
oh man, it's a great
out sale?
It's a really good one. It's got Ernesto Gastaldi wrote it, so it's everybody acts. The acting is great in it. Everything's shot really well. Highly recommend that one.
Yeah, underrated that is. Yeah.
And then I guess the last one, I watched that damn documentary finally of Fulci for Fake.
Yeah.
holy shit, man. When I got through watching that, and then I watched all the damn extras and shit, I had to go in there and hug my wife and kiss her and shit. I was so fucking depressed after watching that shit, because that was some sad shit about Fulci's life, man. And
yeah.
My wife's like, what are you doing? I come in there, I was like, I'm just coming to give you some love, because damn, this shit, man. I'm very thankful because Fulci had it bad in the end, man. And listen to his daughter in that wheelchair and shit, man. I was like, gosh, damn, man. It was but yeah,
there's a reason why Fulci looked like about 50 when he was in his 30s. You know, he did have a hard life, you know, losing his wife.
Yeah.
But he had gambling issues, he had health issues, and it just all it all ended badly.
Yeah, Giovanni, when I interviewed him for my fanzine, Steve's gonna make faces. But anyway, he talked about Fulci had several tragedies in his life, and he felt like that's what had made Fulci so bitter and hard to get along with and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely a broken, sad individual. But it came out. I feel like it come out in his damn horror films more. Like you could actually see some shit that he like in the Beyond. It's all dealing with time. And shit like that. But anyway, I'm not gonna go too much into that. I'll let somebody else take it away. But that's my 3 that I checked out.
All right, who's Darren?
Right. So the first one I watched was Dead of Winter. Again, let's get the glare. This is
I can't see it, Darren.
Oh,
it's too glary.
Yeah, this is the better.
Yeah.
That's better.
It's
I'm just messing with you, man.
I know. This is in the Slasher Classics collection. I don't know why, because I wouldn't even say it's a slasher film. So it stars Mary Steenburgen and Roddy McDowell. So you got Katie, the struggling actress. She's selected by Mr. Murray for an audition. He takes her to this mansion in this big, deserted location to shoot this video. She soon finds herself in trouble and tries to escape. So you've got basically set on New Year's Eve. You've got the snowy setting, and it's all over, set all over the new year, which is awesome. Everyone in this is like a real 9 out of 10 performance. You've got Roddy McDowell plays totally against type. I think I can give us that much away. And he plays Sinister really well, I think. You've got Mary Steenburgen, I think is really believable as this vulnerable actress. She basically got to get away from these 2 guys who setting her up for this new film. So where this actress has fallen out of this, fallen out of this new film, they got her in and they do her up to look exactly like this actress to carry on the role. But things obviously turn sinister, and it's like a cat and mouse scene. At one stage she wakes up and her finger's been taken off. So yeah, I won't say too much more about that, but I highly recommend it. Like a 7, I would say.
Dead of Winter.
Get that one now, Steve.
Yeah, it's a New Year's one, so I didn't even know about that one.
Yeah. You have to wait, Dana. You done bought 11 movies in the last couple of weeks, so we need to.
Hey, I got 8 of those with gift card money.
Next time it's money.
You'll probably pick it up cheap in a sale. Wait for the sale.
Is it that good, Darren, or are you putting it over way too hard?
Be honest. Be honest.
It's a 7 out of 10 for me.
Okay.
It's one I would definitely watch again.
Okay.
Possibly regularly, on the New Year's Eve or something.
It comes out. I think if what I remember is right, it feels like a play to me, but I'd have to rewatch it.
I think I remember you telling me that once before.
But
I think Dana would like it. There's quite a few slasher type kills, even though it's been marketed as a slasher and it's not. There's enough in there to keep a slasher fan happy. Next up, though, I gotta give Gizmo credit for this one. So he's been on to me to watch The Devil's Honey.
Ooh.
See, I don't have that one, man. I got the Severin.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably the same extras. I would
Let me see that cover art, man.
Let me check that out. Yeah.
Let me get that.
I got a poster.
Zoom in.
God, no.
You want to see my
I'll
poster?
zoom in. Man, this film.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get a post. I'm gonna find my poster.
So
Oh,
yeah. So yeah, you got Devil's Honey, 1986, directed by Lucio Fulci. This one stars the beautiful Blanca Marshallette, and people probably know her because she's the sister of Christina from Opera. He's finding his
Lovely.
poster, is he?
Yeah, there it is.
Nice,
No, it's glory.
nice.
Uh-oh.
Is that signed?
Is it signed, Steve?
No.
I didn't think so, but this song.
No, I did
right.
meet that one dude, the guy that gets kidnapped. I forget his.
Oh, Brett Halsey.
Yeah, he was at Cinema Wasteland, but I don't know if I had that back then. I would have definitely
Nice.
got that signed.
Yeah, so this stars Blanca Marshallette, the sister of Christina Marshallette, who's the lead in Opera. And I mean, she looks exactly the same, just a different hairstyle. She's like really hot. You've got Chlorine Clelly plays. She also starred in Hitchhike with David Hess from 1975. So you've got this starts off with these two young lovers, and this is the first scene. And he's basically a saxophone player, and he's like sex mad. And all I can say about that first scene is that is one lucky fucking saxophone. Man, I am telling you, it is crazy. So you got, Jessica's like boyfriend, like I say, he's sex mad. He's trying to get it on with her every opportunity. And then we show you this doctor then, Dr. Simpson, who's played by this Brett Halsey. He can't get it up with his wife, so he's got to visit prostitutes and to get his kicks. There's a mad scene where there's like a hand job on a motorbike.
Music boxes.
We got a bit of the psychic there going on. But yeah, there's a weird scene with she's giving him a hand job while she's on the back of his bike, while he's riding his bike, and he hits his head. And he basically then he becomes very ill. The doctor comes into it then because Jessica feels like the doctor could have saved his life but didn't. And then it goes into this strange kind of psychopath film where she chains this guy up and it's crazy, man. She imprisons him. She mentally tortures him. She lets him like basically go down orally on her. I was thinking, you lucky son of a bitch. I was thinking that's one, that's how I want to die, basically. There's a flashback where he's making out with Jessica, but they go to visit this cinema. And for some reason, he takes his boss along. So you see him watching a film in the cinema, and he's trying to make out with Jessica. And then for no reason at all, his boss just goes down and gives him a blowjob while he's doing it. And you're thinking, shit. Right, so there's a flashback scene as well. She's like ruthless to him 1 minute, and then the next minute she lets him eat pussy. But then straight afterwards, she's like giving him dog food to eat just to like survive. It's absolutely crazy.
There's protein in that.
Yeah, I guess it would keep you alive, wouldn't it? It's probably fucking horse in it and everything, but I'm not sure if Dana's seen this because I'm not sure what Dana would make.
I've seen it. I didn't get mad or anything watching it. I was just like, this is a crazy film.
Oh man, it's you just got to go along with the ride. Quite literally, I think it's great. So yeah, Gizmo.
There you go.
I think Gizmo wants to do a stream for it. Yeah. So that'll be a good one. Last but not least was I watched Evil Among Us, the Golden State Killer, 2023. So this is a documentary on Joe D'Angelo, who was famous serial killer. Now they caught him about 3 or 4 years ago. So I follow like all these serial killers. But with this one, it's always intrigued me, like, because he starts off basically as this burglar. He progresses then into this peeping Tom, which escalates into rape and then murder. It's classic serial killer, like, material. And there's loads of photos as well of D'Angelo in this one I've never seen before. But there is, I'd say, a better 3 or 4 part documentary if you want to dig that out. And the podcast, I'll Be Gone in the Dark, is absolutely amazing. It's like 8 or 9 parts. But yeah, I give that a strong 7. So yeah, that's the 3 I've seen.
Oh, here we go. This might
What
take a
was,
while.
what was the title of the last one, Darren?
Evil Among Us, the Golden State Killer. It's soft, Tubi. It was.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be easy to get hold
Evil
of.
Among Us. All right.
No, I'm going to keep it to 3, even though I've watched more than that. But anyway, I just got in the I think it's Dreams and Nightmares. It's the Robert Englund story, and
Oh right,
you
yeah.
guys know how I love these. Well, I like biographies and stuff like that on anybody that's interesting to me, but in particular these horror people. Like I've got a Kane Hodder one that To Hell and Back. I'll say it again. That one's fantastic. The Smoke and Mirrors about Tom Savini, but
I still haven't watched that one. I have it, but I need to. I got it in my rotten pile over here.
I got you. But the Robert Englund one, it was good. That wasn't why I fell asleep. I fell asleep just because I got tired. But I watched a lot of it, and it's really, really good too. Gave me a lot of insight into Robert Englund that I didn't know about. I didn't know he had been married more than one time. For one thing, he got married, really, really early. He said it was a amicable, can't even say that word, divorce. But he said him and his first wife just got married too young.
We got married too old.
Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever. But it talks about his early career. It doesn't just focus on Nightmare on Elm Street, although it does spend a good deal of time talking about it. But there were some early movies that he was in that I was like, I got to get these movies so I can watch them, because not only did it look like he was good in them, but they looked like they were good movies. I had forgotten he was in Big Wednesday. For
What
one
is it?
thing, Big Wednesday. It's about surfers.
Okay. I know you've seen Eaten Alive.
Yeah, Eaten Alive. I've seen.
My name's
But-
Buck.
Yep, and he's ready.
So I watched that one, and I watched. Let's see, I had these all in my brain, and now they.
Well,
just
if you don't
slipped
remember,
right
that's
out.
fine.
No, I'll remember it anyway. I did watch Beyond the Door again because I just got that in.
Did that just get a release? Because I've been hearing quite a few people talking about that one lately.
I don't think. When was the last time that release was out?
I
where
mean,
you
I
got
thi-
the
It's
set?
at least a year or more.
I didn't know if it was like a new release of it though. 'Cause I've
Maybe
been
it's a
hearing quite
reprint or a standard edition versus the collectors. Is it not got a lot of stuff in it? Mine had
Well,
carpet.
yours had a booklet.
Yeah,
and it was in a
so
box.
could be
Mine
a-
wasn't.
I think Steve got the limited edition with there's like an amazing documentary about all all Exorcist rip-off films.
Exorcist rip or
Yeah.
Exorcist Italian style or something like that.
Yeah, I
But,
need to see that.
I forgot how much fun this one was because it'd been a little bit since I seen it. But here's a question I got, and I think this happened when we watched Steve's copy of it. Does anybody notice that has this film that it pauses or it freeze frames in certain parts, and it just seems kind of random? But it doesn't appear to be a flaw in the disc. It appears that.
Well, then I mean, I would press it so you can see the timer,
Oh well.
and
I
then
didn't
that way it'll
try
tell
that.
you for sure if it stops, then it's freezing.
But I would
Yeah.
say either a whole bunch of them are like that,
Or did it have any music that stopped and then picked right back up after it froze? Or
no, it wasn't like
That-
that. It was like
Yeah.
they froze on her face at certain points, or when they were showing flashbacks.
That rings a bell because I got the old Code Red DVD,
Yeah.
and
And
I'm
so
pretty
I don't
sure
know
that
if-
happens on that
Yeah,
as well.
I don't know if Code Red, like Bill Olsen, decided, "Ooh, I'm going to go screw around with this and pause it at like freeze frame it at certain points," or if that was just something that was part of the film. So
Didn't Steve do Red to Kill?
Yeah, I was going to say that I tried to stream it on Twitch
wasn't
and
that-
got the channel banned for a
You
while.
got the
That's
dead
the one,
people.
That's the one. Okay.
That's the
Yeah, I got it mixed up with Maniac Driver. I was thinking, yeah.
Oh, man.
So yeah, I don't know about a Chinese. It's definitely got some mystery to it, but it's the Cat 3 and exploitation elements kind of kick it from there.
And so
Kick over that.
I guess I'll talk about these real quick. I don't have to go into detail about them because, I think everybody's probably seen them. But I had kind of like a triple wintertime threat.
Triple threat.
Or no. Two.
Oh,
Because
two.
I didn't watch the other one. But all right.
Oh, I can't do. This is bad, right? You got.
That's
I was giving Darren
That's-
the finger, I guess,
Yeah.
accidentally,
Oh, that's the finger.
something like that in UK. I
Sid
guess.
don't know what he's
Oh, really?
talking about.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah,
That's the wrong turn finger.
you gotta give more effort with more fingers to piss someone off, or let them know you're pissed off. Go ahead, Dana. Sorry,
All
babe.
right, so I watched the Shining again, Kubrick's version of The Shining.
It's the only version there.
Yeah.
It really is, yeah.
I gave a whole discussion about that on one of my recent streams.
Right.
But anyway, it is a fantastic film. In this case, kind of loosely based on Stephen King's novel. Because Kubrick made it his own, and I'm not going to deny that it's a fantastic horror film, one of the greatest horror films ever made. So I don't need to go into detail about it, but if you have the ability to watch 4K and you don't have this one, I would highly recommend that you get it on 4K.
I think it's probably my favorite 4K I own. I mean, I'm a
That's
little
high
biased, but I'm just
praise,
saying,
yeah.
even if I wasn't, even if I didn't love it the most, that shit looks great.
Right, so what's Stephen Dana's take on Eyes Wide Shut? Quickly, if
Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've seen it, Darren, honestly.
right, okay.
I really don't know if there's a point to that movie. At least the way I remember.
Oh, there's
it.
a point. There's definitely a point.
There's a point, but
There's
it's,
multiple interpretations.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but
it's just very bizarre.
just the secret society that sex and being anonymous with the mask and stuff. I don't know. It's been. I guess I really can't say much because I only remember, the big points. I do remember like a lot of censoring going on.
Yeah.
With some of the sex scenes, they like superimpose a person on right in front of the sex scene, so you can't really see what's going on. But I'll have to check it out again one of these days.
Mayor says I probably just ordered the Shout version of The Shining. No,
Oh, that miniseries Stephen King version.
no, but since you clued me into it that it's out,
Oh shit! No, you don't want to do that.
I'm gonna get a sound effect that goes ching ching every time that's money coming out of Dama's account.
You don't want to
every
go down
month.
that road.
I wouldn't get that. You can probably watch that on Tubi or something for free.
Judge
I started
Crandall's
watching
told
that.
me not to do that.
The Rebecca De Mornay character is just so I just can't get my head around.
It's the
that
kid
character.
for me, man. That
The
kid is.
kid
Yeah.
I don't like. The
Holy
kid I want
shit.
to strangle.
He's no Danny Lloyd, right, Dana?
No, he's not.
Yeah. I
Get
think
your
none
ass
them
out
are-
of here,
none them
boy.
are.
I don't know.
But the final winter horror one I watched was another Stephen King adaptation, which was Misery, which has snow pretty much throughout the whole entire film. And if you don't like Misery, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's directed by Rob Reiner, got James Caan and Kathy Bates in the main roles, and yeah, Kathy Bates turns on the crazy, full throttle on this movie, and my dad literally cannot watch that scene anymore where she uses the sledgehammer on his feet.
The hobbling.
Yeah, the Hovland.
Yeah.
My dad, he saw it one time, and he's forever after that he had to turn his head if we were watching that movie. And this is a movie that has, what are you doing, Steve?
I'm turning my head.
This is a movie that has cursing in it, but it doesn't have any sex,
Boom.
no nudity,
Boom.
but it's still a fantastic film, and I think guys would say that too, regardless of the fact that it's.
Yeah, I mean, I did hear they were going to remake Misery.
Oh man.
Oh Lord, don't do that. Please don't do that. Who
I'm
was
kind
gonna
of glad
direct
it
Who
doesn't
the hell
have
is going
any,
to play James
like,
Caan? You know.
Well, I don't know if Rat Hammer is being serious, but
Okay.
Thomas Chalamet from like the Dune remake and the Wonka movie.
Damn.
I don't
Right.
know, but I can't recall what I heard about it, but I did hear someone say, obviously they got to fucking make it young people.
Whoever they got, they better make sure they get an actress that can say cock-a-doodie doo the right way.
Well, like Dina said, then it's got no sex in it. But I mean, I'm not sure I want to see Kathy
No.
Bates having sex. That's the fucking no.
I mean, she was in that movie with Jack Nicholson. I think she did a nude scene in that. I don't think nobody wants to see that again.
I think the farthest they may have gotten in a sexual nature was the sheriff and his wife, because she's massaging his knee when they're in the truck, and he said
Below the knee or on the knee?
just like right above the knee.
Oh, above the
probably.
knee. That's horrible. I'm going to turn my head because
Anyway,
of that.
That's the no-no zone.
And he says, Virginia, he said, when you're in this vehicle, you're not my wife, you're the deputy. And she says, well, this deputy wants to be at home under the covers with the sheriff. I always found that scene comedic.
That Stephen King can write them, right?
Yeah. He's the best writer in the world, Steve, in my opinion.
Has anyone
Anyway.
seen
Yeah.
the new Stephen King documentary? It's supposed to be really bad, apparently.
I watched a little bit of it, but the beginning of it was so.
That
It was just like
jumbled
trying to
mess.
make a mini movie, but it wasn't. It was stupid, and I turned it. When the talking heads appeared, I was checking out.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I'll bother getting that. Then.
I mean, I didn't see anything that would be that interesting.
Yeah, I don't think I want to watch all that because it seemed like it was a mess. It seemed like somebody didn't know what they were doing.
I mean, I guess they're trying to be artsy and try to do something different, but you know, they didn't pull it off. All right, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So, scouring my archives of movies, I found this one movie called Arkin Sorcerer. And what's the guy's name? Poopy?
Either Poopy or Pupy Avati.
Poopy
Oh, that's
Avati?
when I think Steve sent me that a few
Oh.
years back.
You talking about Avate? Or
Yeah.
Vati? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is like sometime in the 90s. This guy, I don't know. He helped this woman get an abortion or something. Is all I can remember. And he had to leave town, so he leaves and gets. I guess maybe they sent him there. I don't know. I can't recall, but he's there and he's helping this guy, this Monsignor, and everybody's telling the Monsignor's kind of into the occult and stuff, and he's basically trying to talk to. He says he's trying to talk to somebody on the other side of the world, and so he has to do all these weird like fasting and bleeding and all kinds of nonsense. Get real cold, and to communicate with him.
Oh wow. So he's got to self-torture himself.
A little bit, but there's more to the story. But I don't know if I want to give anything away. But I mean, it's not that great of a film. I didn't feel the payoff was anything. I kind of figured out something during the movie. But yeah, like I say, I don't know. I mean, it didn't appear. It appeared like it was shot digitally, or maybe it was just the style. I can't tell. It didn't feel like film. It almost seemed like he was making it for like cable or something. even though it was widescreen and stuff. But I don't know. The second one, which is not going to interest anybody here, most likely, is called Farang. It's a new kind of martial arts action movie, and it's a French movie, and I guess the French in Thailand have some type of connection, and so this guy is getting out of prison or a work release or something for some crimes, and then his gang wants him to do stuff again, and he goes, "I'm not doing anything," and the next time they get him, they chase him into this abandoned building, and he starts fighting with them, and he accidentally kicks this one dude out the window and kills him, and he runs off to Thailand. And then 5 years later, he's got a wife and a kid. It's not his, but I think she's also pregnant with his kid, and he's working at a hotel and stuff. They want to buy this land by the beach to build a restaurant or bar or something, and this other French guy is bought it, and he says, "You can have it if you do this favor for me." And I guess he's smuggling drugs or something into the airport. Well, anyway, that goes sour because I don't know if I don't think it's his fault. I think somebody tipped off the cops or something. And then so the French man gets all his gang together, and they come and attack him, burn down his house, and kill his wife, and then take his daughter. And they think he's another, or they think he's dead too, but he gets away obviously. And then he once he gets awake and recovered, he starts looking for his daughter, and he starts beating the shit out of everybody. And it's a pretty good movie. I've heard about it for a little bit because it's supposed to come out soon, and watched it yesterday. It's worth a watch. I don't know.
Is it kind of like same kind of structure as like Death Wish or something? No.
He's looking for his daughter though, so his daughter's still. At least he thinks at that point she's still alive. Which, spoiler alert, she is. Oh! So sorry.
Damn it.
Why would they do that? How shitty would a movie be if he's looking for his little girl and then she's dead?
Well, that's what I said, but at one point you said she might not.
Well, I was thinking, they convinced me, they fooled me that she might be dead. But yeah, he's like beaten. I mean, it's kind of like it's not like parkour or anything like that, but there's a lot of actually it's more Muay Thai fighting and a lot of elbows and knees and a lot of knives and machetes. So
is it better than Kickboxer?
Well, since you got to read subtitles. I mean, the music in Kickboxer is better, obviously, because it has all those rip-offs of other songs.
Right.
But no, I don't know. But it was pretty good. I watched another one last weekend real quickly. It's called Blind War. And it's I think it's a Chinese movie. But I could be wrong. I didn't look into it enough. This cop gets blinded, and while he's capturing this crazy couple that are attacking a courthouse, the dude dies, but the woman gets sent to prison, and so he's trying to find how to use his, live without his sight and stuff, and then he goes with his daughter to some place overseas and or Thailand or someplace. I'm not going to Thailand anytime soon.
It's too dangerous.
They kidnap his daughter.
Damn.
And then he's forced to fight all these guys, but he's blind. Of course, he's got a little more skill than a regular blind person. He's hearing and everything. He's like Daredevil, basically. So it was a pretty good action movie. But that's it.
All right.
Oops.
Now on to the main feature, I think.
Yeah, since you're the oops.
Steve, what are you doing?
I don't know.
Messing with stuff.
It's Darren's pick with his Fook hat. We're gonna let him talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they spelled that backwards.
They were dyslexic.
Yeah.
So this is Murder Obsession. This is like the latest release. I mean, yeah. Fuck UK anyway. Yeah.
Fuck the
Oh,
UK.
there we go.
But Yeah, nothing could be truer actually. But so this is Murder Obsession, directed by Ricardo Freire. It's known like as Murder Syndrome. It's also known as Fear. So it
It's
stars
also
Annette
known as
Schweizer.
Satan's altar.
It is, yeah. It's one
Murder
of those films that got like
Syndrome,
loads of
The Wailing.
yeah, The Wailing, yeah. It stars Sylvia Dionzio, who plays Deborah, and what's quite interesting is when she came into this film, she was on the back of a divorce with Rogaro Deodato, and apparently she was like in a really bad mood all the way through filming. She would just go to the set and then just go straight to the hotel. So you've got a scandal from Michael's past emerges when he visits his mother's house with the director and others for a recent film project. I just hope I can do this one justice because I've always loved this film.
Yeah, man.
So,
30 seconds in, man. There's like a peekaboo behind a curtain.
Yeah. So we got this intruder and he's at the window and he forces his way onto this woman, stripping her off and strangling her. So we don't know what's going on. But then cleverly it just pulls away, and it's been done quite a few times before, but we see that he's in this film scenario. But he's kind of heavy-handed, and this woman's thinking, shit, he's almost trying to kill me. But we got like a lot of flashbacks in this film as well. There's numerous flashbacks, dream sequences throughout. Michael has this flashback back to his childhood with his mother, and they've kind of got this fucking burial ground type relationship. It's really weird to where, they're kind of like kissing and, you think
he looks just like his father.
I told Dana they just did that to save money.
Yeah, but if you think about it, they've done nothing to distinguish the two from each other.
Yeah,
they've got exactly the same hair and the mustache.
Yeah.
Well,
and I mean, he kind of looks older than his mother, to be honest.
And that's the chick from Lizard and Woman Skin or whatever the hell it's called.
That's Anita Strindberg.
Yeah, I thought
that's
so.
The legend. Yeah,
and she's got the hard boobs because of those implants.
Hell yeah, she's in Your Vice.
Right. Yeah.
Oh God, yes.
Kind of made to look older than what she is in this, though, isn't she?
Well, I mean, that's the latest movie I saw her in from like 1980. I don't recall. I mean, from the movies I've watched, I haven't seen anything of her after that.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think she did a lot in the 80s.
If you blink, you'll miss her. She's in Almost Human as well.
Oh,
I love her in that role as well. Yeah.
Small role. We're going.
So yeah, basically then, he turns up at his mother's house with his girlfriend, who I've just said, Deborah, and he's got to tell the mother that he's in, she's in fact his secretary because he doesn't want his mother getting jealous. It's like this gothic old spooky mansion as well. I think I love that part of this film. There seems to be like a storm every 10 minutes in here, which is great. Really sets the atmosphere. So his girlfriend kind of gets a bit pissy because he won't say to his mother that she's his actual girlfriend. We see this portrait of his father and this flashback saying, Michael, why did you do it? I don't know if you guys kind of worked out the twist. I'd say it's pretty easy to work out the twist.
Well, I mean, at some point it's down to like 2 people.
Right, but it does throw shit tons of red herrings at you. Like he did that shit.
Oh, God, yeah.
He did that shit in the iguana with the tongue of fire, too. You can say kind of throwing all these
kind of
red herrings.
All comes at the end as well, yeah. But, Michael has got this way with women, like with his girlfriend. He's kind of offish with her, but then, he kind of pushes her away, and the next thing you know, they're screwing on the bed. So
he's like, come here. He takes it pretty much.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. But then we bring in the other characters there, and you've got, the filmmaker character. You've got Laura Games that comes in.
Yeah.
The Black Emmanuel films. I thought Steve would like that. And have you noticed, Dirk, that the talking in this is the same as the other films? The dialogue is really bad.
Yeah, the dubbing's hilarious. I need to watch it in Italian. and
Well,
see.
we,
We
I
mistakenly watched
well,
it. In
yeah,
advance.
because they put the dub version underneath the special features, so we watched the subtitled version.
Okay,
Right.
And
Yeah,
I-
yeah.
so
I don't
it's
mind the dub version, to be honest.
okay. It's hilarious. So I was laughing my ass off through this movie. Uh,
It
are you
is. It's
supposed to?
like
Okay, I'm hoping you're supposed to be laughing. I don't know.
no, it's just fun. I think. Yeah. So you've got the Laura Games character, and she goes off and starts sprouting off all this like voodoo shit.
Yeah.
And there's like a serpent bracelet that comes into play, and like a necklace later on in the film. But yeah, like I say, there's this figure in black basically then, and they're going around the house. He tries to drown like Laura Games' character, and gets stopped in between.
And then you see some dude come out with a fucking black glove with a fucking blow dryer in his hand.
yeah, and
yeah.
and
It's fucking
he says he
crazy.
does it because he didn't want to get shocked, and I'm like, have you heard of a towel?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I mean,
But-
I was dying on that part, man.
I
Oh,
The
gotta
strange
say-
thing about that, though, the strange thing about that scene, right,
Yeah.
is so she's almost been like drowned in the bath, and then Shirley, her friend, who's actually played by the lead girl
Oh.
in Eyeball, Martine Brocard, she turns around with this cracking line. She says, "I think you imagined it. Maybe you shouldn't have had a bath when you're tired." And I'm thinking, "Fuck." Yeah, right.
Yeah, that
unless
was
you're on
what, that
drugs,
was odd.
Yeah.
But
Oh, man.
I gotta say this about that scene though, because I said it to Steve. I was like, and you guys are probably gonna say, but it's Laura Gimser. I'm not a big fan of Laura Gimser. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I said, shit, all that, and and she ain't even dead. I said that was just an excuse to show her tits. That's all that was.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And it works as well.
Yeah,
But I've got to come on. I've got to do this next scene justice, basically. So, I mean, I love this scene. This is the reason I love the film so much. For me, it's like Freda's best scene. So you've got the girlfriend. It starts off, and you've got these weird footprints going up the stairs, which is done really well. It's kind of, you're thinking, what the hell's going on? A black glove, like deformed face creature grabs Deborah. One of her titties pops out as she's like walking, like trying to run away.
Right.
She sees doves. She gets caught in this big, huge, like spider's web.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it comes from nowhere, and it looks hokey, but I just love it.
This
for
shit
what it
works.
is.
Yeah, it works.
It really does, yeah.
Don't we have her boobs hanging out, or at least one boob hanging out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
her
the
titty
next
pops out as
15
she's
or
running
20
away.
Yeah.
20 minutes.
And some bright white cotton panties.
Yeah.
that too.
And then you've got the house by the cemetery thing with the bats coming in then, which is great.
Yeah.
One of her goes in her mouth, don't it?
Yeah. And of course, then the titties come out properly. You got blood dripping all over her tits. She's strung up in this strange like ceremony. It's great, black magic's going on and all that shit. But I mean, that scene
Like,
alone,
holy
I think.
shit! I did not like watching this. This is the first time I've seen the film, so I didn't expect none of this shit. I was thinking a more serious type film,
Oh god, yeah, it's not serious at all. But yeah, she tells like Michael of a dream then, and this bird gets like its head chopped off, and she's forced to drink the blood. There's giant tarantulas attacking her, like the way I look at it, it's like Fulci on acid with those big fucking
Did you see the hands?
tarantulas.
The
Yeah.
tarantula legs turns into hands and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I don't know.
Holy
It's a
shit.
trip, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, and even the mystery element then is not even come into play because he just comes out the blue and randomly says that he killed his father and can't remember anything about it. Just completely randomly, because his father was basically beating his mother, and he was put in a mental like institution when he was younger.
Yeah.
all that stuff is just so yeah, it's, you know, he says like a strange like force of nature came over him, and he was forced to like strangle this woman on set from early on in the film. But for some reason, then he's compelled like to openly have sex in broad daylight with the Laura Games character.
Yeah.
You know, the one he was trying to kill basically at the start of the film. So yeah, he wakes up there and she's stabbed to death, or I think she's cut, isn't she, with like
She got a big
white
old vagina
thing.
on her stomach.
Yeah, like a split ass all the way through. Someone
And you can't forget
disposes of
he's
the body.
running, he's rubbing her leg, and his
Yeah.
hand goes
Oh, that's
into her
bizarre.
bush.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And then he feels the other vagina. So
right, yeah. But this is where, like, even now it just gets crazier and crazier because you got Hans there in the filmmaker. He gets his head smashed in with an axe, and
Yeah.
it looks hokey as fuck. But
it looks great.
It's funny
Yeah.
in that. It is great.
I thought it looked like Michael Myers a little
Right,
bit.
it does.
No, yeah, it does.
It's
It's like a
like-
paper mache version.
Yeah,
Paper
exactly.
mache, like poor man's Michael Myers, yeah. But yeah, so you've got this black glove killer there, and he's watching Deborah and Shirley. There's this dark room up in this attic, you know, where Shirley's kind of getting these developed photos that we think the killer's, you know, taken while he was killing, you know, these various people. Deborah tells the mother then that her and Michael like are in love. And there's that strange like necklace like the mother's wearing that we don't know, you know, why that's significant at that point.
Right.
I don't know how far you want to go into like spoiling this. I mean, we've gone like far enough, I suppose. You know, might as well go all the way.
Yeah, spoil it, shit.
Yeah. So Deborah sees the head of Shirley then. She goes running through the woods during this storm. He's grabbed by someone with black gloves. Michael basically thinks he's like mentally ill and he's killing people. All these things are going on. It's great. And then we got Michael's mother then tells him like he hasn't killed anyone. And basically the father was unfaithful. Oliver, who's like this really strange fucking, what would you call him? Like the housekeeper?
He's
Like
kind of
a
like the
butler.
guy in
Caretaker.
Pieces, right?
Wasn't he like he was like the star of like a citizen above a suspicion or something like that? He was like the
I've
I've
police
seen him in
person.
Yeah.
another one too.
Yeah.
What
He
is
was in Torso as well.
Torso? Yeah,
John
Yeah,
Richardson.
yeah.
yeah.
He's been in loads. Yeah.
He's one of those giallo essential sets. I can't remember what the damn film was.
He's been in like he turns up in everything.
Nine Guests
so, yeah.
for a Crime.
Yeah. Well,
That's right. Yeah. So yeah, you know, she's saying the killer was, you know, Oliver. Oliver was in love with her, basically obsessed with her, and he forced himself on her, raped her, but apparently that was okay to continue having sex with him. It's crazy. She had to submit, apparently.
Right.
So
I
Michael's
guess you liked
father,
it or whatever.
yeah. So she must have just, yeah.
Crazy.
It doesn't make a lick of sense, that bit.
Right.
Michael's father catches them in bed together, like Oliver and him has this fight, which is so funny. And then, like, they basically come up with this idea to blame young Michael for the murder. Oliver recalls this message then before he commits suicide, basically implementing the mother and saying the mother's, you know, the one like. She's basically testified against Michael, saying, you know, he's the one who killed his father.
Yeah.
He seems to be okay with that, Michael. At that point, he's just like, yeah, you know, let's go and get, you know, fucking. It's just completely crazy. But then it all ends up in this like with this black magic type plot. So yeah, with this one, it like. So, how am I going to say this? So, the psychic powers
Right. Yeah.
of Oliver. Apparently, he has psychic powers.
Yeah.
The mother as well kind of lured Michael back to the house to get him there. She's jealous because Michael, like Beryl, you know, the Emmanuel black girl, and
Yeah.
ordered Oliver to kill her. The mother followed them to the woods where, like, basically she was the one doing the killing, taking the photographs of the crimes. Deborah recognized the necklace the mother has on during the Black Mass from the dream. So we find out that it wasn't a dream, it was real. I mean, this is just, crazy shit. But Deborah, apparently, if you wear this, like, magic charm, this Solomon's seal,
Yeah.
the devil won't affect her in any way, which is strange. And then, like, he basically realizes this and just lets her go.
Well, like, he was being controlled from
Yeah.
the mother with her black magic power. She was controlling his ESP supernatural power shit.
Right, yeah, which doesn't make any sense at all, but it works with the film. Yeah, so, like, Michael's mother then believes this, really weirdly believes that Michael then is William, his father, which kind of makes sense when you realize what's been going on in the film. But there's a strange thing about he entered his body. Like, she thinks, like, he died, this boy died when he was younger, and William entered his body.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys think that was weird?
Yeah, she was saying, I thought she was saying that her husband's spirit went into him or something.
Yeah. It's kind of definitely out there. It's like Freda didn't know.
And then she wants to get it on with her son because of that. So
yeah.
Like,
So the last kind of couple of shots is you've got the Black Master dungeon from Deborah's dream was obviously true. He finds the whole, like, murder photos. The mother then goes on and kills Michael, and then I like the last shot of, like, I know we're spoiling everything, but Deborah then is locked in and screaming, and then the fucking credits roll.
Yeah, she's like, no, let me out.
Yeah.
Then you see the mother holding the son. It looks like Mary holding Jesus.
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
what I
That's
thought
exactly
too.
what it looks like.
I was
Yeah, I
like,
think that was
what the
what
hell?
it was implied to
That
look
shit
like.
is it. Let me out of here. And then the fucking door closes and shit. So
Yeah.
the
But
end.
yeah, that's Murder Obsession. I think it's like 90 minutes of just complete fucking fun and
It's
batshit
schizophrenic.
crazy. Yeah, I think
That's
it's
the
Freda's
best way to
best.
describe.
Would you say it's Freda's best film? Because
Hell no.
No.
I would say it's his. For me, it's my favorite, but it's not
Okay.
his best. I think the Klaus Kinski one is probably his best that I've seen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to hear all
Alright.
your opinions on this.
I mean, I had fun with it, man. It's a fun ass movie. I gotta get it now. I just wondered the difference between the Raro and then that release you got. You know,
Right.
because-
So this is Radiance, but
Right.
it says Raro on the box.
right.
This is the one you want to go for.
That's not
There
what
is a
you
few
had.
scenes in it that go back to, like, almost videotape, but
Yeah.
they do that a lot. But I mean, the scenes is absolutely stunning, you know, when it's done properly, you know, from the actual print is actually stunning. I've not yet seen the extras, but there's quite a few load of extras on it. So I would say get that. It's like $17.99 in the UK.
Yeah, I checked on it to get it here. If I was going to order it from Amazon UK, it's
Yeah.
going to be like $40. So
Ooh, I still think it's worth it because
Oh.
shit.
yeah, I would say I'd probably go out of print as well, knowing that label. I
Yeah.
want to hear what Dana thinks. I really do, because I'm like that. I don't know whether she's gonna like it or not.
Now, Steve, would you stop? First of all, I'd like to say I don't hate it, but at the same time, I don't envision myself going back and watching it again anytime soon. I
Okay.
think my favorite part was when Shirley gets beheaded. I was like, well, I like that effect. That was great. I could do without Laura Gimser, but I'm not of the male persuasion, so I think I'm just sick to death of Laura Gimser because in this house, Laura Gimser's been on our television screen way too much.
No. I tried to watch
Burn
one
out.
movie from that set, and I couldn't hear it. It wasn't that it would go on and on. I said, forget it, I'm not watching no more. So I've watched
Watch it
one
in
movie.
private.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. Yeah.
Well, I
the
think
Black
the
Man,
blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave
think-
$200 for that set. I need to watch it, Dana.
Yeah.
Well, watch it when I'm doing a movie munchies or something like that.
Well,
But no, we'll hear Steve
Yeah,
going,
Oh, you hear me moaning.
okay, here's the thing. I don't know if other men do like Steve when they see what they believe to be a good looking woman on there. But I get tired of every 5 seconds Steve's going, look at
I
me.
do that.
Clearly,
I do that as
Oh.
well.
Okay.
I mean, that Emmanuel box set would be a good watch along with J Real.
Holy cow.
That is
I do that. I just do that because she's there. I'm too lazy to do that if I'm watching
Oh,
myself.
bullshit.
Oh, I'm not gonna. I'm 50-some years old. I'm not gonna go. "Hey."
I don't know. I still
So
do.
you do it to annoy me.
Well, I guess I'll never know.
I was
Okay.
lucky with the blonde in this film. I think she's like amazing looking woman. Stunning. You can tell
Yeah.
why Diodato was married to her.
Ooh.
I wonder how many takes they did with that one boob popped out, running down the hallway.
It is
And-
perfect.
And that was sort of like, to me, that whole scene was sort of like that scene in Torso where the girl's running through the woods forever with both her boobs
Yeah.
hanging out.
That was
She's
classic.
stoned and
That's a
everything.
classic scene.
I love that scene. That's a great.
Yes.
Again,
I think you're outnumbered, Dana, on that one.
Again, I'm not of the male persuasion. I'm not lesbian, so that stuff absolutely does nothing.
Wait,
for
look,
me.
also because of that movie, that's like so stark looking for some reason.
What,
that
the one
entire
we just
sequence.
watched?
No, the one for Torso where she's walking out in the woods.
No,
Oh,
it's,
It's like a
It's-
dream scene. It's like
Yeah.
all misty and
Real foggy,
Yeah.
misty, like.
well, it was atmospheric with
Yeah.
the boobs.
All right,
but-
go Dane.
Okay. But I kind of liked the, throwing all those red herrings in there and that there was kind of a mystery going on. And I'm not so naive that I don't know that they pretty much have to throw in the sex, the nudity. I've watched plenty of slasher movies with stuff like that in there. But I don't know. I just think sometimes they know they got these beautiful women with nice figures and everything, so they just overdo it. I think they overdo some of that
Overdo it.
stuff.
But don't they do that in all slasher films though? And I know Dana loves the slasher
Yeah,
films.
what about that,
so-
hypocrite?
No, I'm not trying to be a hypocrite. I'll answer that.
I don't want to spark an argument on it.
No, it's okay, dude.
No,
But I was convinced Dana would like it. I thought she would have liked all the slasher stuff.
Right. Fredo was away for like 10 years before
Yeah,
he made this
I
movie.
heard that.
Yeah. So he
He made this basically to come back. This was like a stepping stone to come back into like going on
Right.
to make something
so
even
he was
bigger.
like, I gotta
But you
get in here
never-
with the rest of them. Shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which he never got around to doing, which sadly. But his films are like eye opener for me because we watched all 4 like of his giallos this week, or 3 of his giallos, and I think he's never going to be taught with the likes of Fulci or Argento or nowhere near.
No.
But
He's an
he
interesting director.
he definitely was Baba's mentor, I would say.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was. Yeah,
No.
definitely. And that comes into play in this as well. You can kind of see, the gothic
I don't know,
elements.
like-
and-
I looked up a little bit about the film. So in 1969, Fabio Piccioni, he wrote a short story, and then he sold it to Salvatore Argento, and
right.
he took elements and made Bird with the Crystal Plumage and Deep Red. Do y'all from the script that guy
Right.
wrote, and then it was reused later to make this fucking movie. Did y'all know that shit?
No.
I was like-
I did.
I was completely mind blown. So elements from that script made Deep Red, Bird, and this one.
Yeah, so there's a Argento connection, basically. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I was
crazy,
like
man.
blown
Yeah.
away by that shit.
This movie, I must have saw something else and thought it was Murder
Yeah, because
Obsession.
Steve was like, I don't remember any
I don't-
of this stuff.
I remember Laura Gimser, and
Yeah.
and that's about it.
I didn't ever see Pink Bubblegum.
That's what I'm saying. There's a movie with her, and she's talking, and you see her tongue, and it looks like bubble gum. And I thought it was this movie, but evidently not.
No.
It must be something else.
So did you like it, Steve?
It
This
was
one?
okay, I guess, because at that point I was like, this isn't what I thought it was, and so I kind of once they get to this remote location, that's kind of like that's where everything's going to happen. It was okay. I'm not sure. I think the leading guy is very miscast. He's just really wimpy, and
He's the worst part of the film. I think.
He also, that guy right there, he said Freda was mean to all the French actors in the film.
Oh, right.
Said he was real harsh and shit to him.
Was he the only French actor? Maybe that's why.
And then Gemser was complaining about Anita Steinberg with the knife and shit. And she was using a real knife in that one scene.
Right, yeah.
She was complaining about that shit.
This must be really close to the end of where she was in movies.
Yeah, probably
I
so.
mean, definitely one of the last nude scene, if not the last one, because after that, I mean, I think that her guy died and she worked behind the scenes for a while before. I think she got married to a doctor or something at some point.
Well, here's the thing about Laura Gemser too is
Oh boy.
I think all the other actresses are better than Laura. I don't think Laura Gemser can act.
Well,
She was
She's just there
she
for
was a
acting.
model, right?
I guess.
Yeah, that's what I thought I saw. She was a model, is how she got discovered. But
yeah, I don't think she's there for acting, Dana.
No.
To be honest.
No.
Definitely not.
If they did, they got the wrong person for that because
Well, she's playing the movie star or actress in the
Right.
movie, so
I think she did good in the bathtub and
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the bed scene at the beginning.
her boobs did all the acting in the bathtub scene, I think, because that's all I remember seeing.
But yeah. So yeah, like I said, man. So it's a good one. I give it I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
Ooh, nice. Yeah. I'll go 8 because it's one I love.
Man. It's fun as hell. It really is. It's no boring. It's not boring at all.
No, it just flies by, doesn't it? Yeah.
Out of the last bunch, it's probably one of the better ones.
I'll have to give it a 5 out of 10. I'll go halfway.
I'll give 6.
Oh, just because
I know Freda was
got
pissed
5,
off.
6, 7, 8.
Freda said he didn't like Tragic Ceremony, and he didn't like the Iguana with the Tongue of Fire. So
I mean, I like Tragic Ceremony.
I do
That's
too.
kind of got the black magic element as well. So.
Oh, I did order the Camille Keaton in Italy set when it was on sale.
Oh, you got that to come, yeah?
For $25, I said, shit, I might as well get it. So
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah.
I like Madeline though. I really do. I really love that film.
2 out of 3. Sex of the Witch. I don't know.
Sex of the Witch is
holy shit.
It's pretty low grade. Yeah.
I downloaded a version of that, and I was wondering why it wasn't subtitled all the way through. The subtitles just like stop.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but they're there. They're broken somehow. But yeah, it's a very weird movie.
It's like a 10-minute sex scene that goes on and on and on, and it's not titillating in any way.
You talking about the one in the coffin, or?
Yeah, and the dude's got a limp cock. I'm like, how's that work? And it shows it.
It shows.
No.
I think Dirk said I think that was like one of the takes they done, and they actually just put it into like this final print.
Yeah.
But he's getting it on with this really hot woman, and his dick's soft. And
I don't know. I ain't in front of like 15 people with lights and cameras, so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I would be the same way.
Come on, Steve.
I mean, a young Steve, I would say.
No, the youngin would be all right.
Yeah.
I would be broadcasting on the internet. I don't
the cameras.
But
yeah, but this damn movie, man, it's like gothic, giallo, fucking satanic slasher, sleaze comedy, supernatural shit.
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck it wants to be.
We've got spiders, so we've got insect
right
horror as well. It's everything thrown in.
And the black glove hairdryer. That was a classic.
They come. The hair dryers over there come with gloves. just in case.
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
You got wet hands.
Oh shit.
All right, so I got the old Raro video version that was released over here,
Okay.
and it looked all right. I don't think it looked too bad.
No.
But I did not also see any extra scenes that might have been VHS sourced.
Okay.
So,
I can get that
I
one.
think the Blu-ray's worth getting for the simple fact.
oh
that,
yeah,
like that scene where she's in the spider's web and all that. The lighting of the dream sequence is amazing.
They got it on blue on the Raro.
yeah, that's what I have is the
and
Blu-ray.
it's significantly cheaper. I can get it for like $15, you know. Versus
Right. So yeah,
40.
I don't know. Yeah. Considering the way you feel about it, you kind of you like it, but you're not where I am. So maybe go for the cheaper option.
Yeah. If I can get it cheaper, man. I know it's £17 in the UK, but to get it here,
Yeah.
like 40. So
Right. Yeah.
but
Wait for a sale because Radiant's do sales.
right. Okay.
All right, so we're gonna. I'm dreading this, but here's. Oops, there's Dana. Dana, it's
Why
your.
is it look so
What the
hell? Why are we so dark?
Well, because it filled up the screen.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead,
Threw
tell
me
them
off.
your pick for next
Well,
time.
you're gonna be the person that doesn't want to do this one. I think Darren will go.
Well, I
with
want to see it again. I was looking to buy it myself,
Okay.
but since you bought it, I'm not gonna
All
buy it.
right. So my pick for next time is "Don't Look Now."
Oh. Yeah.
Don't Look
Donald
Now?
Sutherland and
Oh,
Gina
yeah.
Christie. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Man, that's my favorite film of all time. So yeah.
See, I knew
That-
Darren would like that one.
Well, I mean,
No.
I just have to watch it again.
It's pretty high tier for me too. I mean, I spoiler alert, I give it a 9 out of 10.
Whoa.
So,
Yeah, I can't wait for that. Yeah, good choice, man. Yeah.
I talked it over with Steve because I know how he feels about it. I said, "Are you gonna be okay with me picking that?"
I mean, it's pretty to look at. I mean, it's in
Yeah.
Venice and stuff. So, but I like I said, I haven't watched it in a number of years. So maybe my opinion might change.
You need to with that one. You need to be like in a dark room on your own. Put your headphones on and like concentrate on every single frame of that film because there's stuff you might miss.
yeah,
and-
there's some shit going on in there. Definitely, it's one of those rewatchable, highly rewatchable.
yeah, and it's freaky, man. It's yeah.
And I just got the box set in not very long ago. Orbit had it. Uncle Bill told me about it, and I had to get it. So.
So Dana, have you seen The Haunting of Julia?
You know, that is one I've been playing around with buying, but I don't think I've seen it.
That
Y'all
is
heard
like
about
when you-
y'all heard about Tisa Farah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
passed away, yeah. But The Haunting of Julia is the UK version, basically, of Don't Look Now. It's very similar.
Okay.
And of course, you got Who Saw Her Die as well, which kind of got similar
Yeah.
element.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that'd be a good one. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, we'll be back in a couple weeks with.
Hey, can I show a few things I got from? I did a deal with CK. I was just gonna show them off right quick.
Ooh.
Sure. Whatever.
Yeah, man.
Hey.
Just a few things. So I got this one in Black Circle.
Yeah. Did you buy that or?
We traded.
Okay. He got that for free, you know.
Yeah.
Is that? I've never seen. Is that a new film?
It's
or-
a Swedish film, Black
It's
Circle.
got Christina Lindbergh in it,
Yeah.
Oh,
but
okay.
but
Yeah.
now
It's kind
No.
of heavy, so it feels maybe 3 discs or something. But then I already had this shit, but had to get the slip.
well,
That damn
nice.
artwork.
Nice. Yeah.
I've become
Classic.
one of those cardboard enthusiasts. I guess.
yeah, yeah,
But only certain ones though. But,
yeah.
And then the Kino Cult line, Alien Outlaw.
Oh God,
So I don't know what the hell that is, but
it's got Lash LaRue in it. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
That cover looks crazy.
And then Dark Power.
Yeah, another Lash LaRue. Or,
Oh, that's terrible. I've seen that
Yeah.
years ago.
there's a
yeah.
riff tracks of that. So
I figure I have to get all the Kino cults now. So,
It's worth a watch. It's
And then,
funny.
Oh
Lorna,
God.
Lorna the Exorcist.
Don't
Hell
you
yeah.
have that, Steve?
He tried to give me that or trade shit with me, and I'm like, dude, no way, Jose. I'm not trading.
I just want to know what Dirk traded for these things.
And then I got a signed copy
Oh shit!
of Into the Pit.
Wow.
I don't know why, like the Dead Pit Boys hate that documentary because every time I watch it, I love it. I mean,
well,
it takes you right back to the time where
Yeah.
we were all listening to Dead Pit.
I like the stuff where they talk to them, talk to their families and stuff like that. But over the years, I can kind of see why they got kind of upset over it because of the slant.
Well, they had
Kelly
multiple
Clarkson's
versions. They had one where they were going to Dead Pit versus Fangoria, and
Yeah.
they couldn't
Right.
get all that tied in, so they had to go with something else.
With
And
Uncle Bill wants out of Dead Pit slant.
Yeah.
That was the
Uncle Bill goes to college.
yeah, Uncle Bill
Yeah.
goes to college.
Yeah, he crosses this creek
Yeah.
to get to Wes's place, and yeah, it's great.
It's
I think it just adds to the documentary.
But
idea.
the components of the documentary are very good. I would agree with that.
Someone needs to do an updated version, like
Well,
now.
they always talked about Out of the Pit.
Yeah, like
But-
I'd love to see Jay Real maybe tackle it and do it justice, basically.
I don't know. I mean, it'd have to be all remote because I don't think he's going to make his way
somebody
here.
would have to get some money together
Yeah.
to get Jay to.
You could get John Carpenter on his case.
Yeah, that's true. We could do it.
So I traded CK for Funeral Home, and the Arrow white box set of the Warriors.
Oh.
His Funeral Home out. I didn't even know it was out.
I didn't think it was out yet.
It's not out yet. No.
Oh right, how's that work then? You're just gonna send it to him when you get it?
Scream Factory.
Yeah.
I got the Warriors release with some Christmas money. I watched the original theatrical cut, and it does look better. I don't like. I mean, I guess I agree with everybody else about the little cartoon or comic book transitions.
Yeah.
But it was it makes it a lot. I don't know. It seems tighter with all that stuff.
Right.
But I digged it.
Hell yeah.
So, all right. Well, we're out of here for a little while. We'll be back with Don't Look Now.
Yeah.
Don't look
Exactly.
down. Don't look now. Don't
Yep.
look around.
Don't look up. So, we'll see everybody then. Thanks for watching.
Right.
Peace out.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye.
See you
Later.
guys.